Hi everybody, Ivana Intuitive here, and I am here to just do a quick midweek reading. November 22nd, 2023. I just got called in my head, I guess in my intuition, to do kind of a deeper reading, and I wanted to really use the Akashic Tarot again. This is the Akashic Tarot deck with Sharon and Klingler and Sandra and Taylor. I was going to pull some cards from that, and I also want to pull some cards from a newer deck actually a new deck. And this is The Wisdom of the Hidden Realms with Colette Baron-Reid. So I was just going to pull some cards from there. And then at the end of this reading, I was going to pull just a couple of quick cards, like 2, 3, 4 cards, whatever it is, for a yes, no, pick a card. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle these Akashic Tarot cards. I just find them, for me, to be very, very accurate. And but this also, let me then go back. This is for entertainment purposes only, as you know. And if something doesn't resonate, this is a general reading. So if it doesn't resonate or it's just not really clicking with you, you know what? That is absolutely fine. So just take what resonates, let the rest go. And just know that, I was just called, I want to say like a deeper reading. And I said, what cards do I have? I know this Akashic Tarot is a deeper, kind of goes a little bit deeper. And for me, they all go deep, don't get me wrong. But for me, I just kind of feel like they're I don't want to say more accurate. They're just just give me a deeper reading. Let's put it that way. And they open me up to other things that I probably wouldn't have seen if I was just reading my straight tarot cards. So I got that. And then again, like I say, this Wisdom of the Hidden Realms, this will be the first time I'm pulling from those. So anyway, as we're talking, I'm shuffling, and I'm just going to pull these 3 cards, whatever's on the top. And we're going to go with it, right? So the first card that I got is the One of Roses. And this says commitment. So let me see, One of Roses, what that actually says in the book. Because like I say, I am not able to memorize all of this stuff as much as I'd love to be able to. I know I'm not going to. So commitment, this is One of Roses. It says, roses are scattered around a contract on a brightly lit desk. When this card appears, it means that a valuable union is at hand. A romantic commitment may be coming your way, or perhaps a love from your past lives is returning to you. A business commitment may be forthcoming, such as the offer of a promotion or a new job, or the opportunity to form a partnership or create a new business venture. This card also could indicate the signing of other types of papers, including the sale or purchase of a house, or the beginning of a new investment. Just going to turn the page here. Either way, this card is filled with light, and it indicates that good results are in the offing. As with many cards, part of the meaning refers to you. It is a reminder to be conscious of your commitment to yourself. If you want others to put you first, or to help bring happiness to your life, then you must commit to do the same. Your self-honoring choices will set the groundwork for all your partnerships to thrive. So very, very nice card to get started. It's funny because I've been thinking a lot lately of like business partnerships moving forward, doing some doing actually classes and thinking how I can, work with other people. So for me, it's kind of relevant, and it might very well be for you too. Even though I know many of us have the holidays coming up, kind of after the holidays, we start the new year. That's not that far off. It's only a few weeks off. So, everybody starts to roll up their sleeves in January again. So maybe if you're working, this is just a good time to really look at those contracts, look at those romantic options you might have, and really just start to really think about those. And then I got the Two of Scrolls, which says 2 worlds. So let me see what 2 of Scrolls says. Let's see, 2 of Scrolls, 2 worlds. Well, of course, I can't find it right away. Well, let me see from the beginning what it says. 2 of... That's interesting. It's on page 110, which is an 11. So let's see. Okay, here we go. Two worlds. Surrounded by a spinning wheel and baskets of wool, a beautiful woman, worried and tired, gazes at the embers in the fireplace. She has worked hard at her spinning for the coins that are gathered on the table. The expansive window behind her looks out onto a Buddhist monastery high in the mountains. When you receive this card, there is a conflict in your life between what the outer world requires of you and how your own spirit directs you. You actually may have had a number of past lives where you wanted to focus on your spiritual growth and therefore joined a monastery to do so. Then, missing the wonders that the secular world would offer or could offer, such as love, family, and financial success, you chose the secular world exclusively in your next incarnation. Yet this didn't offer the spiritual focus you also sought. Because of this, it's likely that you bounced back and forth from the monastic to the personal in a number of incarnations and through a number of different faiths. You are now again experiencing a polarity between a fully self-realized spiritual experience and personal success in your day-to-day life. It often feels as if you have let one go in order to embrace the other. This push-pull will continue until you learn to bring your spiritual self to every situation in your personal life. It's time to replace worry with trust and integrate your eternal truth with your temporal reality. If you have a job or in a relationship that actively pulls you from your spirit, you must deal with it or possibly leave it. Who you are forever is who you are now. Oh, that's interesting. That's true. Let nothing impede that power. When you own it, absolute self-realization in both worlds will elude you no longer. That is a very interesting card talking about, yes, do I do the spiritual? Do I do the business world? Do I do the spiritual? Do I do the secular world? I mean, going back and forth. And really, I think many of us are really struggling with that right now. And it's interesting because then bringing into what do you want to commit to? This card is kind of saying committing to both, committing to your spiritual self, which then works into the secular world also. So this commitment, where does my commitment lie? Oh, very, very interesting. And you're not going to believe this next card. I really didn't pay much attention to it, but it says Seven of Forces, balance. Wow. Okay, hopefully I can get to this one a little bit faster than I got to the last one. The seven, okay, page 179. Let me take a look at that. The Seven of Forces, balance. This card reveals a time of harmony, balance, and justice in your life. A desk holds balanced scales, scrolls, and stacks of papers. Shelves of books grace a wall where a door opens onto a light-filled room. Upright, this card indicates that a time of balance is at hand. All systems through the body, through nature, and through society seek to achieve balance. Stop and consider the parts of your life that you can bring into greater balance. During this time, the universe helps you do so. You may have to confront important legal issues. You may have to deal with paperwork of some kind. Or, let me just turn the page. Or there may be a need for legal action regarding property inheritance, work contracts, custody, or divorce. Be patient and pay attention to details, as technicalities will be important right now. But things bode well. Justice is at hand. Take heart at the sight of the golden light that washes over the scene, a sign that all issues will come to light and that a beneficial and just resolution is coming your way. Justice is balanced in society, but the Akashic records show that justice is not limited strictly to court and contract situations. Justice and reciprocity are energetic, so the energy you put forth now will return to you in the future. Remember that your energy production is up to you. Continue to be aware of your thoughts and actions. Inner balance now leads to a beautiful destiny tomorrow. So here we have this two worlds, being very cognizant of the commitment that we give to ourselves in our spiritual and our business, really our third dimension and like our fifth dimension, being cognizant of making that commitment to move forward and to really understand who we are, and that bringing this beautiful balance. Look at this beautiful sunlight coming in, this beautiful balance coming our way when we actually, are able to step forward. And as many of us have, and as many of us are stepping forward into that beautiful balance of the two worlds. And that's really amazing, and making a commitment to ourselves. I'm hearing making a commitment to ourselves to move forward with that balance of spirituality and the secular world, and really being present and whole in both of them. Yeah, it's nice. So that being the case, okay, so I am going to pull just to get a little bit further message, I'm going to pull one card from this Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. This is Colette Baron-Reid. And let me just see if what we get from that kind of as a clarifier card. Although I have to tell you, I think that was a great reading just with the Akashic Tarot. I mean, I was really kind of, for me, it was right on. I don't know how it is for you. Again, this is a general reading for entertainment purposes only. If it resonates, that's fine. And if it doesn't, that's fine too. But let's see what we get here, just as a clarifying card to wrap this up. I was told to pick from the middle of the deck, and I got the River Queen. And it says flow, letting go, and natural movement. Going with the flow. Not being a dead fish in that flow, okay? Having that commitment to yourself as to who you are and who you want to be and moving forward. But going with the flow, letting go, and having the natural movement of energy just work through you and with you and within you and around you, and just letting that natural energy move you forward as you take in things, you know, and as I take in things, we take in, do we like this? Do we like this contrast? Is this what we want to do to move forward? Things we like, let's do more of that. Things we don't like, let's do less of that. But having that contrast too, so that we know what we like and what we don't like, and things we want more of, and things that we're like, that's really just not my cup of tea. And that's totally fine too. So, okay, that's the reading. I hope that resonates with you. And now let's pick 3 cards here. I want to see which deck. Here's the deck I'm going to use for the 3 cards. Okay, the Golden Insights Oracle deck. This is for 3 cards. Think about something that you've been thinking about, and then we'll pick 1, 2, or 3. I think everybody has that down, can figure that out, right? So let me pick 3 cards. I'm shuffling right now. All right, here we go. One more shuffle, and then let me just get these. All right. Here we go. Cards 1, card 2, card 3. Think about which card resonates with you. 1, 2, or 3. And don't think too hard. 1, 2, or 3. Just whatever comes into your intuition, just think that number. Okay, so if you pick number 1, you got Hammer. And Hammer says hard work, working things out, building something, trying to fix things, which I think is kind of apropos to the reading we just had. Really putting in some hard work. Discipline, you know, thinking about commitment and discipline. In fact, I think commitment was one of the cards that we got, actually. In fact, I'm almost sure of it. Let's see. Yeah. Putting the commitment in, you know, hammering something out, saying, you know what, this is how I want to move forward, and owning it, you know. So that was card 1. If you picked card 2, you got Rosary, and it says religious factors, spiritual path, sacrifice, and morality and ethics. So this may be relevant if you picked card 2. Again, moving down your spiritual path, having to do some sacrifice sometimes to say, you know what, I'm not really sure which direction I want to go, but I kind of want to go this direction more. I'm kind of feeling it more on this side. Maybe going down that path and realizing that wasn't the right path, having to back up and, you know, having to change gears and change direction. So your spiritual path, the spiritual path we're all on. So moving forward, and again, the morality and ethics too behind what we all do every day, and having maybe like a, you know, a little bit of a check on that, and making sure that we're on the path that we want to be on. That was card 2. And card 3 is DNA. It says roots, identity, DNA inheritance, and ancestral karma. If you got this card, it may be time to really clear some of those past lives, or clear some of that ancestral karma. You know, taking a look at your roots, your identity again. Who am I? Who do I want to be? What is my essence? Where am I going? You know, how do I want to change? Where do I want to go? How do I want to move forward? So I hope those cards resonated with you, and I will be back, of course, next week with a midweek read. And I hope everybody, if you're in the United States, I hope that you, or wherever, I hope you all have a great holiday this weekend, and I will see you soon. Namaste, my friends.